good morning, or should I say good early afternoon. It's a little bit later. Got up today early. Felt good. I want to talk about yesterday and what's going on and my outlook for today, because yesterday was not the best day for me. It was a very interesting day, but here I am today playing Mr. Mom for a few minutes, working on my laptop with my son, just hanging out while my wife is gone for a little bit. So we're doing. He's my assistant. But yesterday was a kind of a tough day for me, and it was one of those days where just nothing was going right at all. It felt like it just started off on the wrong foot, and it just continued that way. So I'll give you like the Cliff Notes version. So woke up, was out of coffee, bad start to the day. Then had my car inspected as I ranted and raved about a lot. Guy ripped me off. It happens sometimes. There's really no way out of it, unfortunately. So he ripped me off for like $100. And then later I found out they screwed up the camera, which I was able to fix on my car, the rear view camera. And so that was like kind of all like a shitty first half of the day. And then I decided, I was like, I'm going to make it a better day. I'm going to go out, I'm going to DoorDash and earn some money and feel good about it and get some fresh air. And then that was like really slow, and it just didn't go that great either. And so I came home, and I've been waiting for the game Wuthering Waves to come out for a very long time, and it released at 10 p.m. last night. So I started playing, and immediately realized, since I play on the phone, that there's no support for a controller. So you have to play with like the touchscreen. So this game I've been waiting for months was like, it was playable, but it was not ideal, and it was just like the icing on the cake. I will say the game is actually great. I had a lot of fun with it. I played for like 3 hours, but it wasn't exactly what I was expecting controller-wise. I'm sure they'll patch that in later. So it was just like a day that started out with no coffee and just went downhill the whole time, and I was just in a really bad mood and really feeling. It's kind of the first time I've been like actually like felt anger in a long time with that car guy, with the mechanic, and I get frustrated, I get upset sometimes, but I don't usually get angry, and it was the first time feeling that in quite some time. So today I woke up and I said, you know what? The guy got $100 out of me. It's not the end of the world. The car, I got my sticker, so the car is good for another year, and the camera wasn't broken. I fixed it, so the reverse camera works. And Wuthering Waves ended up being a great game, which controller support, I'm sure, will be added before you know it. If you hear these colors, he loves his little keyboard.
Star. Where? Star. 5.
His favorite toy. Anyways, so I said, you know what? Let's make today a good day. It wasn't the worst day ever. I mean, it was the small details in life. So got to work, had a couple meetings this morning. They were good. I went in with a positive attitude. This guy's been having a good time. He got his shots yesterday. Last time he got some, he was kind of sick for a couple days, or like wasn't feeling well. He seems totally normal this time, so that's good. And yeah, so just kind of a normal day. I'm just starting fresh. And so I got today. I'm going to finish work, and then I might go door dashing a little bit. My wife and I we've been in this mode where we don't have a lot to do outside of like my job and watching him. There's really nothing else going on. So she's like doing a little Instacart. I'm doing a little DoorDash. It's nice to kind of pad the bank account, have a few extra bucks in there. So we're just like, each of us will go for like 2-3 hours a day. And it makes a big difference in the grand scheme of things. I don't think people realize it, but if each of us make $30 a day, 5 days a week, was that like $300 a week? You know what I mean? So it makes a difference. It makes a difference. It's our play money. She calls it going to the zoo money. I call it beer money. But either way, it's extra money to just have there, which is nice. So yeah, so that's it. And then tomorrow is the last day that I'll be home before I leave for Indy. Saturday morning we leave, so I'm looking forward to that. So let me get back to it. I have just some music up here. My son loves music. I paused it for while I was I paused it for the video, but usually while I'm working and he's sitting next to me, I just play music, and he loves it and he has a great time. Right, buddy? He's wondering who I'm talking to. So anyways, I'm going to get to it, and maybe I'll come back when we hit the road. Work is done, and I think I'm going to do some DoorDash or Instacart, like I said. But before we do that, I totally forgot. I'm leaving Saturday morning, and we have a rabbit who makes rare appearances in my videos. But she needs pellets kind of for her litter box, and we're running really low, and I need to change her litter box tomorrow before I go. So we're going to go to Tractor Supply and pick some up before we get into anything else. All right, I got my pellets right here. But on my way out, I saw this. Look at this. For only $10. Let's see if I can focus. They're geese. Oh man, I can't focus on them. The damn cage. Let's see. There we go. Baby geese. Look at them. They're so cute. Good thing we don't live further out in the country, or else I'd be going home with a couple geese right now. Quite the turn of events. Came home. My wife was looking at Instacart, and there was like a $50 order on her account, and she said she was going to take it right away. It was relatively easy too. I think the person gave like a $30 tip, so she accepted it and she left, which means that I'm going for a walk with our son and our dog. My wife and I are on a roll. She did incredibly well. She was only out for a couple hours and she made like almost $80. So I said, all right. It was like tag, you take the baby. I'm going to go out now. If I can do the same thing today, that's awesome. We want to go to the zoo and do some other. We just went to the zoo, but we want to go again. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And we're like, all right, we're going to pay for the zoo and all our stuff doing this, so I'm at Target. It was a pretty simple order, pretty good pay. So hopefully we get really in and out real quick and we can get one more after this. We're on to order number 2. So far, so good. Just got back, made a decent amount. I did a few orders. I was not out for very long at all, but my wife did awesome today with Instacart. So combined, we made $109, and we made that probably combined maybe 4 hours, so about $25 an hour, something like that. Maybe even less, honestly. It might have been closer to like 3.5 hours total combined. So that's really good. That was really good. I mean, if we were able to do that every day, it's like, that's like, not every day, but if you did like 5 times a week, that'd be like $2,000 a month. That's like a big difference. And I think, I don't know. It's something I've just been doing for a long time. And it's one of those things where I look at it and I'm like, why not? Why not make a few bucks? Realistically, we don't do that much that often. So usually it's more like going out, maybe going out 3 or 4 times a week and making like $20 to $50, depending on how long I go out. But if it equals like $1,000 a month, that's good too. So pays up a lot of bills, or just a lot of extra money for fun times. So that's pretty much it today. I will say I started today saying I wanted today to be a much more positive day than yesterday, and it completely was. I had a great day. I didn't put this on the video too much, but while my wife was out, I spent the entire time with my son, playing with him, listening to music. I always say how much he loves music, and he really does, and I enjoy it too. So I was working, I was just playing music and just like having a good time, and then he just loves it, and I'm finding things he likes and things he doesn't like. It's interesting. He's still very much in like the Dirty Head, Sublime, like beach music. That's definitely his favorite, which makes sense because my wife and I were listening to a ton of that while she was pregnant, and so that kind of makes sense. And once in a while, I'll put something on where he really doesn't like it. The other day, I played Eruption by Van Halen, and he like immediately went into tears. It's pretty intense, like guitar solo, so maybe it was like too much noise. And then today, an artist I really like quite a bit is Bob Seger. And I put on, I don't even remember what song it was. I just put on like a random Bob Seger song, and he like immediately was like, "Ooh." So I turned it off. I don't know why. He doesn't like Bob Seger, I guess. So cool. Well, I'm going to kind of wind down. Time for some Wuthering Waves on my phone, and eventually fall asleep. So catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, and then Saturday we go to the Indy 500. So it's going to be a lot of fun.